We are finally live. Hello, welcome to the season 15 NGS broadcast between Only Losses and Dunning-Kruger Knights. My name is Caden, and I'm going to be casting this match today. I am, of course, not alone. I have both captains here,
Yo,
ready to go
what's
for
up?
the
Hello.
coin toss. Uh, in addition, if I'm not mistaken, this match is actually pretty interesting because a daytime game has not been seen in NGS for quite some time, let alone any league, unless you're watching a European game from the States, maybe. But even then, last time I remember seeing these types of daytime games were actually during HTC, so we're definitely in for a treat. So Dunning-Kruger Knights, they've been they're kind of at the lower end of the table. Only losses
Living up
with
to our opponent's team name.
absolutely. Only losses. Meanwhile, are I think eighth place in the table, if I'm not mistaken.
Eighth place, really?
Or
No
something. It's
way.
something like that. They're up there looking for a win to break into the playoffs. But as you know, before we get to any of that, first we gotta talk business because this is a single round robin division. Coin. We will have to flip a coin. The winner of the coin toss gets the choice between first pick or map pick. Since
Yeah.
only losses is the visiting team tonight, please go ahead and call the toss.
Ralph, you there? You want to call heads or tails?
Sorry, I misunderstood. He said, "Yeah, I'll let's go with heads." My
Go
apologies.
heads. No, all good.
All right,
Uh,
and it's heads.
oh my god.
So it's not.
You know, only losses applies to my coin toss win ratio. Honestly, I don't think I've won one of them out of like all of them. I don't think I've won once. That's nuts.
Okay.
Unlucky.
Okay. Um. So only. So it's going to be Dunning-Kruger Knights taking the winning the coin toss here. You guys get the choice between first pick or map pick. As a reminder, the map
We'll
pool for
do.
it. Oh, this is NGS season 16, not 15. I guess I made a mistake in the title. That'll be an easy fix. Hope Crushing Air doesn't yell at me later for that.
We will take.
So,
we'll do map ban or map pick. Excuse me.
Map pick.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So that means
the
you've
map,
banned first, right?
So, yep,
Mhm.
the map pool that is currently before anything is changed is as follows: Allstrack Pass, Battlefield of Eternity, Braxton's Holdout, Cursed Hollow, Dragonshire, Garden of Terror, Infernal Shrine, Sky Temple, Tomb of the Spire Queen, Towers of Doom, and Volskaya Foundry.
All right. We'll start with a garden ban.
Garden.
Oh, nice.
So that
Sweet,
would be
thanks.
nope.
Yeah, you're
Hold
welcome.
up. That would be Garden of Terror banned by who? Garden.
That was Dunning-Kruger Knights.
Yeah.
Okay, ban Garden.
We'll ban.
Okay,
We'll
only
ban
losses ban what map?
Curse Hollow. I'll ban the basically the same map.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so Dunning-Kruger Knights gets next ban.
We'll do Battlefield of Eternity.
Ooh, okay. Only losses next map ban.
Wow, you stole our bans, dude. What do we not want to play on? Give me a sec. We'll ban the Dragon Knights. Wait, no, the spiders. Can we ban the spiders? We'll ban the spiders.
Okay, only losses ban Spire Queen. So first, map 1 as determined by Dunning-Kruger Knights would be.
One sec.
So as a reminder, Garden of Terror, Cursed Hollow, BOE, and Spires are banned. Everything else is up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Dragonshire.
Oh dang! Oh yeah, I kind of gave that away.
Okay.
Or it was big brain. You know, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
see,
So
we'll
let me
see.
make sure. So let me make sure I got this right. Dunning-Kruger Knights are banning Garden of Terror. They have opted. No, Dunning-Kruger Knights have opted for map pick.
Yeah.
Dunning-Kruger Knights they're ban Garden of Terror. Only losses will ban Cursed Hollow. Dunning-Kruger Knights will ban Battlefield of Eternity. Only losses will ban Tomb of the Spire Queen. And the first map as determined by Dunning-Kruger Knights will be Dragonshire. That means only losses have first pick in the draft.
Let's do it. Cool.
All right.
Good luck.
All
Have
right.
fun.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
you too.
Right.
Who's making the? Oh, sorry. Who's making the lobby?
Dunning-Kruger Knights are the home side. They'll have to make.
All right, we'll do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's have some fun.
All right, we'll do. Bye.
Bye. All right. So I don't. Just make some adjustments on my end. I don't know what to make of this game. I think we're gonna be in for a fun time. You know, daytime hots has never been seen in a long time. It's been about 3 or 4 seasons for NGS, but if you think past HGC, it hasn't been seen since 2018. So, or 2017 or early 2018, one of those two. But I digress. Sure, if we're ready to go quite yet. looks like only losses we're gonna call the R. Dunning-Kruger Knights are on the left. Go ahead and give the R on my end, so. And we go, Dragonfire. First map as determined by Dunning-Kruger Knights, so it's gonna be only losses with the first pick of the draft. So this is a single round robin team. So you only get to know what your opponent's capable of. Already want to see a Greymane ban. Now, Greymane, he hasn't been as popular in the meta lately, but it is a pick that if you know what you're doing, you can do very well with them. So now that's gonna be the first ban from only losses. Dunning-Kruger Knights on the left. They're gonna get 5 seconds to figure out what their next ban's gonna be. And it's gonna be Joe. Okay, Joe has been pretty common lately, although last thing I heard, one of the new patch. So I don't think there were any nerfs for Joe. It's gonna be Bala, so Bala's gonna get banned out. Rush, okay. So, just like Dunning-Kruger Knights are interested in getting rid of tanks, Garrosh could very well be a target here. We'll have to wait and see. But Bala and Greymane, Bala's kind of a meta. We're gonna see Rhaegar B1. Okay. I don't think you should be picking your healer on B1, but since Rhaegar is pretty powerful in the meta, it's not surprising that it'd be picked up for only losses here. Dunning-Kruger Knights have, I don't know what they're going to pick on R1 and R2 here. Big Zildjian Stukov, so I've had a player in the past who absolutely loved Zildjian, so Zildjian is definitely a comfort pick. I don't think it's a meta pick per se, but Stukov, yeah, that's been in the meta. If it's not Rhaegar, you're probably playing a Stukov or an Anduin, so. Sonya and the Li Ming. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now we're into the second ban phase of the game, of this game 1 draft. Have to wait and see what that third ban is. A noob. Dunning-Kruger Knights. Wow, you guys love targeting the tank player here, don't you? But I definitely agree that it's a good ban. We'll just have to wait to see. Varian. Okay. Not necessarily a common pick these days. Of course, there is a combination that could be a Varian Stukov. Varian goes in and taunts. Stukov silences you in AoE, and all of a sudden you've got a couple of kills to your name. So. Alright, so we're going to see a Dibbles and an Imperious. Imperious is surprising. I was not expecting that at all, but Dibbles, yeah. Dragonshire has a lot of WAFs. I mean, you can say the same thing about Tomb of the Spire Queen, which did get banned. So. And we're now going to see a Murden. Okay, so. If I'm not mistaken, Murden's heal talent may be bugged at the moment. Cassia, ooh. Yeah, it's kind of a more mobile pick if you ask me, but just gonna have to see if only losses are gonna just be as mobile in the draft as that's gonna be a Dahaka picked up. Okay. we go. So I guess as we're loading, we'll go ahead and do the do the picks. So it's gonna be Ralph is playing Zul'jin on. So we're gonna go with the. All right, here we go, and into game we go. So over on blue trunk side, that is gonna be Dunning-Kruger Knights. Ralph is on Zul'jin. Imperius on Dahaka, Apple Eater is on Diablo, Zwelk is on playing Imperius, and Hotaru is on Stukov. Over on red trunk side is gonna be only losses. Texas is gonna be on Cassian. Blue Mitsuka is gonna be on Sonya. Jinx is gonna be on Rhaegar. Vows S16 is gonna be on Murden, and Mr. Bros is gonna be on Li Ming. It's time to kick off this game 1 map, Dragonshire.
Unleash the dragon's wrath.
So off we go. Both teams are kind of splitting a lot off. They're crossing me. Schwelk and Vows spot each other, but they don't really damage each other. They back off. Meanwhile, Imperius is just lurking up, looking for a Q. That's gonna be the Gaze coming out. Nice stun, nice stop. Imperius just charging in, taking half damage, taking quarter damage. Has to eat to get out of there. Apple Eater is being charged. Moves down to 1 HP. Ralph is down to follow up. Ralph will follow. It's first blood, the only losses. Apple Eater gets followed up. It's a double kill. Mega the triple kill on the Imperius for Li Ming. Wow. So now both teams are starting to begin their rotation. Vows, Mr. Bros, and Jinx are down here in bot side. Sexy Vegan and Hotaru are hanging out here in mid, as we do see Imperium Blood Mitsuka up here, Blue Mitsuka up here in top side. Oh, here goes the quick engage coming out from only losses. They are interested in this camp, but no, this camp deal is gonna get denied. Here comes the Haka out on the W charge and throw coming out on the Sexy Vegan. They are in. Wow, they get alive. Okay, objective is now up. So, ooh, recklessness and hits agility. Okay. Ooh, feast on fear on Diablo. Okay, that'll be interesting. Who's Li Ming going for the W talent? If I'm not mistaken. Looks like we are eagerly fighting over the objectives at the moment. Well, that's gonna be a quick engage and stun coming out onto the Sexy Vegan. Oh, Lumen does connect. Apple Eater's on the run by Valve. They are being chased down. Apple Eater, how did you get out of that? Sometimes Schwelk is not gonna be so lucky. Schwelk will fall. This is 4-man Imperius. I mean, it's not a tank. Imperius should technically be the off laner, but instead it's being used as the mage pick, so I mean any combination of heroes, any combination of picks and heroes can work, as the Dragon Knight becomes available for the taking by only losses. Vows and Jinx are just hanging out here in the lane there. Oh, that's gonna be a nice stun coming out on Vows as Dragon Knight gets channeled and picked up. That's gonna be Li Ming and the Dragon Knight, so Dragon Knight is charging down mid. First Dragon Knight is not necessarily as valuable. Now both teams are starting to rotate. Dragon Knight is now heading towards bot lane. Apple Eater realizes they're in trouble. They have to fall back. Apple Eater is stepping up to try and take the W from the Dragon Knight. Another Q coming out. As Dragon Knight just expires. Oh, that was unfortunate. And Schwelk is being engaged on again. Ooh, got out of that. As Jinx realizes they're in trouble, Jinx will fall. Already, only losses have the level 7 talent 0 advantage. Well, it's technically about equal per se, but now Apple Eater realizes they're in trouble. Fury's just shoving top lane, and here comes another fight in mid. Two-man blind does connect onto Apple and Ralph, but there was no follow-up for that. Both sides are stepping up to the siege camp, but now it's gonna be Dunning-Kruger just taking it by storm. So camp's gonna get picked up, as now the hard camp is being considered by Dunning-Kruger Knights. It gets picked up. At the moment, only losses doesn't seem to care about if their hard camp's up. Now Sonya's gonna start rotating for it though. They actually started? Yes, they do. Okay. But the only losses realize this is because Dunning-Kruger Knights realize this is happening, as we do see a fight breaking out mid again. But again, W comes out front of the Diablo, does not connect to anything. Green Man does come out. Technically, it's now being the ping. They realize they are the target, and somehow they got away, but not for long. It's Diablo completes the soul quest. Jinx gets tossed. Jinx is on the wrong side of the rift. Jinx is fallen. Ooh, this is risky. Okay, I'm liking this. Dunning-Kruger Knights are going after the camp, but I don't think only losses realize this is happening. This is a slow, hard clear camp. Only losses lose the pot camp down here. Apple Eaters does get stunned. He's going to flip the point. The Haka flips over the top point. And now Dragon Knight is coming right for the taking, but now everyone will have to be stoned off of this point. Oh, that's gonna be a nice two-man stun and knockup coming out. Here's the leaping long range fall. Long range beam coming out. Zukov will fall because of it. Apple is just being flanked by 12. Drunk is gonna 3 on. Now it's a 2-on-1 as Ralph and Apple is running away, and Furious dies to a minion last hit. Very unfortunate, but now Dragon Knight is being hard channeled by only losses. Dragon Knight is picked up. And now Dragon Knight's gonna be making a charge. Oh! Ralph gets shoved off. Bot lane fort does fall. And now mid lane fort is under pressure. Mid lane fort's actually going to be taken down as well. Apple Eater is taking their chance with the Dragon Knight. Apple Eater and Schwelker just chasing after the DK. As now they don't realize that bot is also being shoved in. Now everyone has to rotate. Dragon Knight is heading top, but it does not matter. Jinx is done, knocked up. Well, here comes a 3-man group coming out. Dipples goes down. But that quest is gonna reset. 25 stacks. Golden completes their quest. It's gonna be the Imperius taken down as a result of that. Now the Rhaegar was found on the wrong side of the rift again. They're gonna get picked off. Nice 1-for-1 trades coming. 2-for-1 trades coming out. QW coming out. Ralph is on the run. Oh, unfortunate. The shove coming out. Oh, Imperius all alone. They just get bursted. They are down. And now only Losses realizes that this is a camp steal that they won for free. Camp going over the only Losses for that was a good try there. Here's all the speed. Oh, Vulture's gonna just jump in there. Ralph gets taken down in the backline. Ralph will fall. Diablo will fall. Dunning-Kruger Knights find themselves in a 4 versus 4 to defend the bot keep. There's some huge minis down here as Sonya. Ooh. This is risky.
It won't be long.
You know you're a
before
slow
the
camp
shrines
taker.
are ready for the
Do you really think this is a good idea? Diablo is here. Oh, they did not realize it. Camp was taken over for free. Imperium now realizes that
Avenge my husband. Earn his power and destroy your enemies.
wow, Imperium as well now realizes that the hard camp is giving them some actual trouble. So, ooh, bot hard camp is picked up. Also, the bot point is down. That is controlled by only Losses. Now, Dunning-Kruger Knights are going to step up and take this top point. Bottom siege camp goes over to only Losses are now on this hard camp. Now taking the other camp, that was risky. This is a safer play, even though you know, Sonya, that you are a slow clearer. Here comes Ralph down here to as well to answer this. It's a 3 on. Oh, here comes the engage. Ooh! Dragonite just flipped over, and that is going to be the Diablo art. AoE art coming out as the Imperius just gets caught, and so does the Diablo. Apple Eater is now on the run. Maybe to land a Q and E. Ooh! Just gets silenced and taken down. Now Sexbeam's going to channel the Dragonite. Dragonite is now confirmed. Oh, here comes the push from only Losses. Ooh! Soldier is caught all on their own. They're finally going to be taken down, and that is actually considered an ace. Mid-keep will fall here. Shulk, Imperium, Appalier, and Hotaru versus everyone else, and the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight does land a W on the out onto him. Diablo as the Imperius does fall. Imperius in trouble, has to E to get out of there. Diablo ult does go down. Dragon Knight is no more, but this is gonna be the end of the game. GG is called by Ralph. Only Losses take game 1. So, take a look at the post-game analysis. Oh. Okay, so let me just clear all this. Let me just clear all that. Okay. So, wow. Diablo actually went for the a lot of the passive quests. That's very surprising. Of course, you may also picked an orb, but I think it was Disintegrate that really changed the game up for the team. wasn't necessarily Ball of Lightning, it was Disintegrate on 10 for Li Ming. We're gonna head to a break right now, but when we return, we'll be back for game 2. Okay, onwards to game 2, and it's Brax's Holdout. As picked by Dunning-Kruger Knights. So, I will admit my team permanently likes to ban this map, and in a couple of moments, once we get going there, you will see why. This map will, if you are not in control, it will snowball. So. Another gray main ban, so this is potentially a target. This is definitely a target ban at this point. hatching go for draft. Tohana's gonna be banned out. That's probably a tradition at this point. And Dahaka, okay, so only losses are saying they did not like how dominant the Dahaka was last map, so they just said they're gonna get rid of it. It's now Cassidy's gonna get banned out by Dunning-Kruger Knights. They're saying the same thing, so to B1 Garrosh, okay. Does B1 Garrosh surprise anyone in the chat, huh? What do y'all think about this? B1 Garrosh. Clearly, if you know if you can get the tosses, B1 Garrosh is perfectly safe. Except you don't know who you're playing into, so very strong tank pick. Will be answered by an Anduin and Gul'dan. Okay, that's a hero that we haven't seen in NGS playing quite. Yep, it's not very common at all. Okay. So,
Victory for the Forsaken.
okay, so Vanas, I can understand you want to cheese this map, don't you? Now, if I do recall, in the patch notes, Sylvanas was nerfed. So basically, on your D, I believe, you can no longer apply stacks of Banshee's Curse just by auto-attacking, so you'll have to be very careful for yourself. This doesn't seem like a cheese comp, though, so we'll have to see. As Stukov is going to get removed by Dunning-Kruger Knights. Only losses decline the ban. Not sure where that one was supposed to be. Interesting. So R3, R4 coming out for Dunning-Kruger Knights from the Leorg and ATC. Okay. Now Dunning-Kruger Knights do not have a mage. No, only losses don't have a mage, and the tank is already picked. So because the tank's picked, I doubt we're gonna be seeing a Cho'Gath at this point of the draft. So. As we are seeing a white mage Genji. Okay. Very spicy draft from only losses. And we gotta take us. Nice. So, entered practice holdout. There is a reason why my team permanently bans this map in our games. And the reason is Snowball, because of the Zerg attacks. So you gotta have a team that's very well capable of rotating and keeping the points up. But that doesn't matter, as here we go.
Facility powering up.
So, it's going to be Ralph on Tychus, Imperial on Leoric, Apple Eater on ETC, Schwelk on Gul'dan, Hotaru on Anduin for Dunning-Kruger Knights. In Red Trunk side, it's going to be only losses, Sexy Bean on Sylvanas, Foots Sek on Garage, Blue Mitsuka on Sonya, Jinx on Whitemane, and Mr. Bros on Genji. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Facility online. The battle begins!
So. Oh! Oh no, Imperi gets caught, gets tossed down, and it's first blood. Only losses again. If you are Dunning-Kruger Knights, that is not good news for you. Whew. You do see a good engage coming out from Cal. Splits off a 3, and now Leoric rotating up, but Sonya already started out on the top side, catching up on the wave experience. They're probably at 7 CS at this point as they move to this globe. They do pick it up. We go for the next wave. That is a lot of poison damage coming out onto the wave. Now we have the objectives coming up. Oh no, Bloom is being taken down as Anduin falls off screen as we were watching off the off lane. Whoops, gets him. And now Dunning-Kruger Knights have to fall back. They do not have their healer. Objective is now up as Imperi and Bloom are just going after it. Imperi gets the better of Bloom, has to fall back and tap. Now Mr. Bros is rotating towards top point. They are managing to pick it up, but will they stay for the gank? Absolutely not. Oh, they are here for the gank. They are ready to go. Here comes the dive on, but Imperi has to fall back. Now both sides are fighting over the top point as Jinx is getting stunned out. Jinx is getting isolated, rooted, and now taken down. See you later. Gonna be the ETC traded out by the Sylve. Point Pirates has stopped. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're gonna have to fall back from that. From that aggression. Whoa, Mr. Bros trying to flip that point. Dunning-Kruger Knights get the better of him though. Mr. Bros has to fall back. Now Valus and Jinx are getting poisoned. Skill does work. Valus is brought back up to half HP. Valus is now channeling the point. Nice toss onto Hotaru. Hotaru has to get back to their side of the rift. Now we have an epic battle over this bot point. Top point goes over to Ampere. We're gonna have another fight top side. Gul'dan completes their quest. Sexy Vega gets caught off guard, gets picked off. Oh, that has to force some backs out. Dunning-Kruger Knights take advantage and rotate top. Well, yes they do. Here comes Tychus on the way. Does Sonya realize this? Probably not. Now Sonya realizes that point's being flipped over. Here comes Mr. Bros on the engage. Ralph is here. It's going to channel their Q and onto the Genji. Seems to fall back. Bot Chief Camp goes over as the point objective is picked up. Valus, you're in a 1 versus 3. Yeah, lucky you. Now Mr. Bros is the one in the 1-on-3. 1-on-4 actually, but they do not make it out through the poison damage. Oh! Barely survived. Aren't you lucky? That's gonna be an engaged toss coming out. Apple Eater has to get saved to avoid the turret damage, but now Mr. Bros picks off the Titus and gets away with it. Oh no, the minions took down the top fort. Oh, Leeworks Empiric's gonna have to clean all that up. Here comes Apple Eater coming back out onto the engage. Here comes Gezi. It's gonna be a 3 versus, I don't know, Hotaru gets damage picked off. Now the bot point's being picked back up. And we're seeing a boss being called. This is by only losses. They're going after this boss camp as the objective goes over for free. And now the boss does as well. Now Valve's deck is gonna get picked off as Apple Eater gets traded as well. Both tanks are out of the fight. Zerg Wave and boss push? Yeah, say no less. This is very powerful for only losses right now. Ralph Stu does step up. But no one is dealing with the main priority, which is not the Zerg Wave, it's boss. Bot fort is gonna fall as well. Oh, here comes another quick engage. Ralph is lucky, gets out of that. As the shove continues for only losses, Dunning-Kruger Knights will have to fall back. Oh, two-man taunt coming out. Imperi has to get chased down with 1 HP. Genji goes down thanks to a fort. But this keep is not going to be as lucky. It does fall to the Archangel. Now only losses have to fall back as Archangel is going to be pushing up onto the keep, but onto the core, but doesn't get any value for that.
Zerg eliminated.
Field researchers. Oh, exciting, they said. I'll show them some excitement.
Now only loss is going to take their camps as Dunning-Kruger Knights going to do the same thing actually. Oh, here comes only losses for the invade onto the hard camp, but it's too late. Everyone is here ready to take the fight. Only losses are now going to start up the Dunning-Kruger Knight siege camp, but who's given up without contest as Leoric has to answer the siege, the hard camp pushing down here in bot side. Here comes only losses having to do the same thing to the hard camp, which getting cleared out much quicker than only losses were clearing out there. Only losses cleared out their Dunning-Kruger Knights camp faster than the reverse. As here comes Sylve, here comes the siege onto the keep entrance. Apple Eater is here. Here comes everyone else. Blue Mitsuka was caught AFK. They are rooted. They do jump in. There's gonna be a Apple Eater getting picked off. So does Hotaru. Imperius on the run is not lucky. Imperius will fall. And now the Tychus is using the Odin to barely save themselves. Beacons are now up, ready to go. Imperius just cheating their way to death. Cheating themselves out of death pretty quick. Sylvanas trait is going to activate, and that's going to be a stage dive coming out. It's going to, it's now only Losses realizes they're in the bad spot. They're out of the run. Ooh, Activation's very lucky. Only Losses that are going to start up the point control. Imperi steps up, does not catch, throws out. Now the point's going to be flipped over. My only Losses. Ooh, it's a bro's good spot. Imperi gets tossed. Can't get out. 3-man stun coming out. Imperi will fall. Genji X-Ray does not does not catch anyone, though Ralph does fall. It's going to be a quick double kill onto the Genji. Bloom is on the right side of the rift this time. As everyone goes down for Dunning-Kruger Knight. Red, it's going to be an ace for Only Losses, and no, Only Losses heading right back to the box. Now the boss is going to alternate paths and go top with the Zerg wave, so this is going to be a very powerful. And this is why you don't play Brax's Holdout. It goes all out of control. Well, here comes the Archangel into play. So Monastery's gonna shut off the keep only temporarily. Keep is gonna be shut off. Keep is gonna actually go down. Leader is in trouble. Schwelk is having to fall back as well. Here comes the Archangel. Here comes the Zerg rush. It's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 5 versus 5, and the objectives. And Fury's caught on the wrong side of the rift. Goes down. Well, oh, nice light bomb does connect. Bloom gets feared as it's good game and well played. Only Losses take 2-0. So that was a quick game. And now we'll just see if we get an interview. See if we get an interview here. Oh, I joined on the wrong side. So I'm gonna. There we go. All right, so for a daytime HOTS game, what was your reaction when I said this hasn't happened in a while?
That what you mean that we hadn't played this early, or?
Well, I mean, if y'all were playing in the East Division, a 5 p.m. start would be fairly respectable. But y'all are West Division, so y'all haven't really had any early starts in a while.
We have people from all over, so I mean, when I signed up for this division, I wasn't really sure. But yeah, anyway.
So
we make it work.
So congrats on the 2-0 win. That was very surprising. So coming out onto game 1 in Dragonshire, I noticed that you're
I messed up so bad there. I said I was gonna ban Dragonshire, and then I changed my mind. So they knew we didn't really like Dragonshire. We don't love the map, but like, yeah, we know how to play it well enough, so we made it work.
I mean,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
the Sonya player who on the Only Losses team, they were being very greedy at one point and decided to steal away the hard camp on top side. What
that
normally
was
for
not
his
his own call.
normally
That was us. We decided we told him to do it. Yeah.
Normally Sonya doesn't have the best camp clear early on. It's a little slow, especially in the earlier levels. But what was the decision behind that?
I mean, they were getting siege bottom keep, so they had to stay there. Otherwise, they would just lose the keep. So I mean, if they were to defend if they rotated off from defending the keep, we just took the keep. So that was the math there, and it worked out. Yeah, they didn't know it was happening either, I think, but it didn't matter. If they rotated to Sonya, then even if she dies, if we get the keep, it's worth it.
So, and on the topic of the Dragon Knight, it was both teams wanted to fight over the points. So when Dragon Knight did become available, you ended up putting a Li Ming in there once or twice.
Yeah.
Normally it should be a tank in the Dragon Knight, but what was the decision with Li Ming in this case?
It depends. It depends. You don't always want to put the tank because sometimes if you put the tank, you lose your peels and you can actually lose the team fight while you have the Dragon Knight. They can just roll over you. Anyway, personally, that's my experience. So it depends. You definitely don't want to put the healer in there. But I think any DPS or the Bruiser is oftentimes pretty nice to be put in the Dragon Knight. I personally prefer to keep the tank outside, just so he can protect the backline or whatever. But it works. I mean, you could put the tank, I suppose. Yeah.
There was a point in the draft. I'm not sure which game it was, but there was an Imperius in the 4-man. Now, normally Imperius is a offlaner, but what would be a normal game, lower ranked game. But what was the decision with an Imperius in the 4-man? Because I noticed you didn't, or it might have been on the Dunning-Kruger Knight side. Well, what was your reaction to that? Were you expecting a mage pick or something different?
I skimmed through their history and I know they've played like double bruiser before. I think double triple bruiser is actually very good. It can be very good. But you need to have a lot of faith in a hard carry like a Vala or something that can dish out tons of damage to make it work. And their solo carry they had Zul'jin, right? Zul'jin was the one that had to like kill everything while they were making space for him, but I had Cassia to blind him, so the Zul'jin didn't get to deal really the damage that needed to be done. So I mean, I think it's viable. I think it's good if executed well, but it's just Zul'jin couldn't deal damage because I blinded him a lot, so it didn't work out. I think Imperius in a 4-man is perfectly viable. It's fine. I think it's better than sending him solo, because if you send him solo, then because we thought at first when they picked Imperius, we thought they would send him solo top, and then our plan was to just have Sonya double soak mid and top and just ignore the Imperius completely, and then Imperius would just lose the clearing race, right? And then we would have been really ahead. So I think it was the right move, what they did with the draft. I think their drafts were solid, but it didn't pan out for them. I got a message also from Ralphu, their captain, saying that they wanted to pick Genji the first game, and the second game. Sorry, they wanted to pick Genji on the second game, and we stole it. They didn't expect that, so that kind of threw them off.
I mean, there was a point in the draft. I wasn't able to see chat while the second draft for Brax's holdout was happening. I noticed there was a declined ban from the side of Only Losses. Was there a slight miscommunication? Who was supposed to be that intended ban?
Yeah, it was supposed to be ETC, and I typed ETC, but I had clicked on the range DPS role, so it didn't show up ETC.
Oh, so it was supposed to be an ETC.
Yeah,
okay.
It was supposed to be an ETC ban. Yeah. And I called it, I think, too late. But anyway, at this point, I didn't ban it, so they didn't have to respect it. Yeah.
Okay,
anyway,
so let's move on to Brax's holdout.
Their pick, sorry, go ahead.
Let's move on to Brax's holdout then. Braxis, as you know, is a map that can snowball out of control, which is why some teams in the league and the upper and lower divisions don't really like playing it because of the snowball potential. I noticed that your strat was after you got close to securing the Zerg wave, ended up going after the boss. Well, is this a common strategy in higher ranks? What was your decision making around boss for this game?
That was Genji's call, because Genji's really good at doing boss. I don't know if you know the trick, but you can deflect the you can use deflect against the boss basically to deal like a gazillion damage. So he called it, and I was like, I'm not sure if it's too risky, and then we got a kill on their healer, so we went for it. So if you, I don't know, like where your camera was during that time, but you deflect it, like the first burst of damage from the boss, and since it's based on instances of hits, and it's like a machine gun, it just like triggers the reflect like crazy. So we took the boss really fast. Yeah, we when you have Genji on Braxis, it's one of the things you look out for opening for boss. It was one of the things we were on the lookout for the whole game. So yeah, we saw the opportunity and just took it there.
So there was also another play I noticed from the Dunning-Kruger Knights. I think when one of the objectives came up, your team managed to shove it away for top, and the minions actually took it. I was very surprised that Dunning-Kruger Knights could have reacted. I mean, Leo, the Imperium Leoric, actually did show up to take the objective, but to clear out the minions, but it was too late as the fort already fell. So was this surprising that you got a key fort on the top side of Braxis for free, or?
Well, I didn't honestly. I thought we would get the wall and then we'd have to back off, but I knew that if it was Leo alone, he couldn't do anything. So I communicated to my team that we would go ahead and just use my my trade at least on Sylvanas to get the push we could. And then they said that they were, they decided to trade push with us, right? But that typically doesn't go too well against Sylvana. So yeah, I don't know. When I saw that they were staying bottom, I just kept pushing, and I figured that we would probably be able to defend better than they could. So it worked out. Honestly, I think they should have sent people top, but it's like you lose a lot of time, rotating. So it was definitely like we were gonna get a lot of value no matter what there, but. Yeah, for sure. Getting the fort that early was pretty nice for us.
I would like to point out that in the patch notes, if I'm not mistaken, Sylvanas, I think they were hotfixed for for a few bugs, but I don't think but if I'm not mistaken, if you could apply with your trait up, you hit your trait, then auto attack heroes, it applies stacks of Banshee's Curse. Now, normally you would probably do that with your ult or something, but this is basic Tristana D. Did you notice anything in the patch notes a couple weeks ago in relationship to Sylvanas? Do you think it was a buff, it was a nerf, or how do you feel about the changes?
It's definitely like the main difference really is just early on. What happens is that you need to hit one more auto before you get the bonus damage. So like your trade is delayed by one auto. It's really tiny, and it gets completely like it becomes unimportant once you get to level 7 because at least like what GMs take at 7 is typically festering wounds, which applies in 3 stacks anyway. So like at that point, it really doesn't change anything. So I haven't felt any difference. Like I read the patch notes, people were talking about it, and I've just kept on playing her, and I've felt literally no difference at all.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would be maybe a bigger nerf to. I mean, if you don't go festering wounds, I guess, but even then, it's very minor. It really doesn't make much of a difference.
And speaking of, there was a couple of Muradin changes, and Muradin was actually picked in Game 1. I figured it could have been remade because of the bugs, and he would have had to pick another champion, but that never happened. So, what was your surprise on the? What was the thing you noticed about that Muradin and it being banned out by NGS temporarily?
Well, I mean, I don't know how closely you've been following the patches, but basically they introduced a really big bug for Muradin, and they patched it out like just 1 or 2 days. Well, it took them kind of like 2 patches in a row to like completely fix it, but the bug that Muradin had was that if you take the jump talent, which gives you armor stacks, usually it would clip to like 4 or something, and then they just didn't go away, so you could get up to 10 stacks, which means that you would reduce attack damage by 75% for 10 attacks straight, and then you can jump after that to get like 14 basically. So that's why they had to ban. They were really good to like identify it and ban it right away. But I think they might just be keeping in touch also with Heroes Lounge in EU, which who also like all the leagues basically banned it while it was broken, and then they unbanned it when it was fixed.
Okay.
I think we played a game while it was banned, and I was kind of upset because like that's usually the better talent to take on him, because I think you were still allowed to play Muradin. It's just you had to not take that talent. And then it's like a nerf at that point because it's too strong now, you can't pick it. So it's anyway, but it turned out fine. I don't think we played Muradin in the end, so it was fine. Yeah. It's cool that honestly I was really surprised. Like I was happy that they patched the game, and then they introduced a bug, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go. They're just gonna leave the bug in for like 2 months, right? But they fixed it in 24 hours, which is pretty nuts actually. Yeah.
So that's actually gonna do it for me. Any shout outs that you wanted to give? Do you want to give?
I mean, sure. Thanks. Shout out to you for casting. Thank you so much. We'll be. I think that's what we're gonna do after I leave. We're gonna go watch the replay. So thanks so much for casting. Thanks to the opponent team. Thanks for NGS in general. Everyone who's organizing it. That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cheers. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you for scheduling this at an unusual times where so it could actually be picked up. You think, oh, no one's gonna watch it. Everyone's playing evening games. But during the day, Pacific time, no, not always. So it was a very surprising pick to say
Time for a game, yeah.
time
yeah.
for a
Probably
Pacific
the only
game. I was not expecting the game this early, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be changed. But no, it wasn't. So thank you for scheduling it when you did. My schedule allowed for it, and obviously you got casted as a result. So.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. So that's gonna do it. Only losses get to 2-0 here. We're gonna be heading out. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's see where we're going. Actually. Get you guys on your way here shortly.